While the Medal of Honor remains the most sacred award across all United States military branches, the Air Force Cross stands as the highest Air Force-specific decoration for extraordinary heroism in combat. It is awarded when actions of courage and sacrifice rise above the call of duty, but do not quite meet the criteria required for the Medal of Honor. The Air Force Cross is awarded to Air Force or Space Force personnel who, while engaged in action against an enemy of the United States or while serving with friendly forces in conflict, distinguish themselves by extraordinary heroism. The degree of heroism must be so exceptional that it sets the recipient apart from their comrades. This award is not for routine bravery or meritorious service. It is for split-second decisions in combat, where lives and missions hang in the balance. The decoration is a bronze cross with an oxidized satin finish, centered with a gold-plated bald eagle and surrounded by a laurel wreath, symbolizing victory and honor. The distinctive ribbon features a broad stripe of Air Force blue bordered by narrow white and red edges. Established in 1960 through an act of Congress, the Air Force Cross replaced earlier Army decorations for Air Force personnel after the Air Force became a separate service. In modern conflicts, from Vietnam to the global war on terror, recipients of the Air Force Cross have exemplified extraordinary bravery engaging enemy forces, saving fellow airmen, or turning the tide of battle under intense fire. This is not a medal given lightly. It reflects the highest level of courage an airman can show in combat, second only to the Medal of Honor in the Air Force. Next in the legacy of aerial valor is the Distinguished Flying Cross, a medal that has a rich heritage stretching back nearly a century. It was first authorized in 1926 and was originally awarded to Captain Charles Lindbergh for his solo transatlantic flight, symbolizing extraordinary achievement in aviation. Today, the Distinguished Flying Cross is awarded to any member of the United States Armed Forces who distinguishes themselves by heroism or extraordinary achievement while participating in aerial flight. Both the heroism and the achievement honored must be distinctive beyond routine flying duties. Importantly, this award is not for sustained operations alone. It is for actions or achievements that are truly exceptional and set the individual apart from peers. The medal is a bronze cross patee featuring a four-bladed propeller design on the obverse with rays between the arms that symbolize motion and energy. The ribbon is a distinct blend of dark blue with red and white stripes. Oak leaf clusters signify additional awards, and Air Force recipients may wear the Valor Device or Combat Device when the award is earned under qualifying conditions. Recipients of the Distinguished Flying Cross include Air Force pilots and aircrew across every major conflict, from strategic bombing missions in the Second World War and Korea, to suppression of enemy air defenses in Vietnam, to precision air support in modern theaters. The Distinguished Flying Cross is both a tribute to individual courage in flight and a testament to the unique demands of aerial warfare. For sustained aerial service that demonstrates professional flying excellence and meritorious achievement, the Air Medal is one of the most visible and widely earned aerial awards in Air Force history. The Air Medal honors single acts of heroism or meritorious achievement while participating in aerial flight. The level of achievement required is below that of the Distinguished Flying Cross, but it still must be accomplished with distinction above the expectations for professional aircrew. Unlike awards for routine service, the Air Medal is only bestowed for performance that is above and beyond normal flying duties, whether in combat or operational missions. The criteria also allow the medal to recognize sustained aerial operations and frequent flight status over time. The Air Medal features a bronze compass rose with an eagle clutching lightning bolts, symbolizing strength, airborne reach, and swift response. The ribbon, blue and gold colors, echo the heritage of the Army Air Corps, the precursor to the modern Air Force. Authorized devices include oak leaf clusters for multiple awards and the Valor and Combat devices when earned under combat conditions. Veterans of Vietnam, Southwest Asia, and current operations in the Middle East have earned multiple air medals for combat sorties, reconnaissance missions, and aerial support flights, each recognizing a high level of dedication and skill in aerial environments. The Air Medal is a bridge between operational excellence and valor-marking service that keeps missions aloft and completes critical objectives in flight. Not all bravery occurs in the face of the enemy. The Airman Medal honors heroism in circumstances that do not involve direct combat, but still require courage, selflessness, and decisive action under danger. Established by law in 1960, the Airman Medal is awarded to any service member or allied personnel serving with the Air Force who performs a heroic act involving voluntary risk of life, but not in actual combat. This medal parallels the Army Soldier Medal, honoring life-saving actions, rescues in hazardous environments, or other perilous acts where an airman goes beyond normal duty to protect others. The Airman Medal is circular, featuring the Greek god Hermes releasing an eagle, an enduring symbol of flight freedom and swift action. The ribbon incorporates distinct stripes of blue and gold to reflect its Air Force heritage. One of the most powerful examples that shaped the spirit behind this medal is Senior Airman John Levitow. During the Vietnam War, Levitow saved his entire crew by throwing a live flare out of a burning aircraft while severely wounded himself. He later received the Medal of Honor for that action. While his act occurred in combat, the selfless courage he displayed helped influence how the Air Force defines heroism in situations where saving others comes at extreme personal risk. That same mindset is reflected in the criteria for the Airman Medal. Many recipients of the Airman Medal are search and rescue personnel, but the award is not limited to them. It has been given to airmen who pulled civilians from burning aircraft, rescued people trapped in floods or collapsed structures, entered smoke-filled buildings without protective gear, and saved fellow airmen during in-flight emergencies. These actions often take place in peacetime, proving that Air Force heroism is not limited to wartime combat. Official citations commonly describe the award as being given for heroism not involving actual conflict with an armed enemy, displaying courage and selflessness in saving life or preventing injury. The Air Force Commendation Medal is awarded for meritorious service or achievement while serving in an Air Force capacity. The Air Force Commendation Medal was established in 1960 as part of the Air Force effort to standardize decorations and properly recognize exceptional performance across the force. It was designed to honor airmen whose service or achievements clearly exceeded normal expectations. This medal can be awarded to officers, enlisted personnel, and joint service members serving in Air Force roles. It recognizes sustained meritorious service, outstanding leadership, and noteworthy achievements in operational, administrative, or technical fields. Rank is not the deciding factor. Impact and excellence are. During the Vietnam War, many fighter and bomber pilots received the Air Force Commendation Medal for exemplary mission performance and leadership over sustained combat operations. In later conflicts, such as the Gulf War, the medal was frequently awarded to airmen who coordinated complex air operations, improved logistics and readiness, or played key roles in mission planning and execution. Air Force staff officers and specialists have also earned the Commendation Medal for implementing innovative programs that improved efficiency, readiness, and overall operational effectiveness across the service. Typical citations describe the award as being given for meritorious service or achievement in a capacity clearly above that normally expected, demonstrating dedication, skill, and professionalism. The Air Force Commendation Medal itself is a bronze hexagon-shaped medal. The hexagon represents stability, structure, and disciplined excellence, values central to Air Force professionalism. At the center of the medal is the American bald eagle with wings spread wide. The eagle symbolizes national authority, strength, and the Air Force's responsibility to execute missions in defense of the United States. Behind the eagle are radiating rays. These rays represent the broad impact of the recipient's service or achievement, showing how individual excellence spreads outward to strengthen the entire force. The raised design emphasizes sustained effort rather than a single moment of action, which aligns with the medal's purpose of recognizing meritorious service and achievement. The ribbon of the Air Force Commendation Medal is primarily blue, symbolizing loyalty, duty, and the Air Force's connection to the sky. Together, the medal and ribbon visually communicate professional excellence, leadership, and meaningful contribution to mission success, rather than combat valor. Most Air Force careers do not start with combat heroics. They start with someone quietly doing their job so well that the mission runs smoother because of it. The Air Force Achievement Medal exists for exactly that reason. Created in 1980, this award recognizes airmen whose performance clearly stands out at the unit level, even if it does not reach the higher threshold required for a commendation medal. It is often awarded to junior officers and enlisted personnel for exceptional contributions to missions training or day-to-day operations. Whether it is a maintenance technician keeping critical aircraft ready, a logistics specialist ensuring timely delivery of supplies, or a flight line crew enabling safe takeoffs and landings, the medal celebrates the people who make the Air Force run efficiently and effectively. The medal itself reflects achievement rather than combat heroism. The Air Force Achievement Medal physical design sets it apart from other decorations. The medallion has a distinctive border, shaped like a series of cloud-like forms. At its center is a medallion portraying thunderbolts and wings, drawing inspiration from the Department of the Air Force seal to symbolize striking power and aerospace excellence. On the reverse of the medal is the raised inscription, Air Force Meritorious Achievement, emphasizing the purpose of the award for notable performance. The ribbon itself is officially patterned with a silver-gray field and 3 groups of 4 vertical ultramarine blue stripes. This design reflects the Air Force colors and mission focus. Additional awards of the medal are denoted by oak leaf clusters on the ribbon. Authorized devices such as the Valor or remote device may be added under specific criteria, but they do not change the base ribbon colors. A typical citation might read, "For outstanding achievement or meritorious service clearly above what is normally expected, contributing significantly to mission or unit success." Not every victory in the Air Force or Space Force is earned by a single hero. Sometimes it is an entire unit working together day after day under pressure and in challenging environments that makes mission success possible. The Air and Space Outstanding Unit Award was created to recognize those collective achievements. Originally established in 1954 as the Air Force Outstanding Unit Award and redesignated in 2022 for the Space Force, it honors units whose performance clearly rises above what is normally expected. Units earn this award for exceptional mission execution, sustained operational excellence, or achievements that directly support national defense objectives. In some cases, the unit actions involve exposure to combat or hazardous operations, which can qualify them to receive a Valor device signifying valor. Every member assigned to the unit during the award period is authorized to wear the ribbon with oak leaf clusters denoting additional awards. The ribbon itself reflects Air Force heritage and valorous service. It features narrow red edges, thin white stripes, separating the red from a wide central ultramarine blue field, symbolizing professionalism, excellence, and teamwork. There is no medal pendant. The award is worn as a ribbon, only emphasizing collective achievement over individual heroics. Additional awards of the medal are denoted by oak leaf clusters on the ribbon. Authorized devices, such as the Valor or remote device, may be added under specific criteria, but they do not change the base ribbon colors. The Air and Space Organizational Excellence Award recognizes exceptional performance by Air Force and Space Force organizations whose achievements clearly exceed normal expectations. The award was established in 1969 as the Air Force Organizational Excellence Award and was redesignated in 2022 to include the Space Force. It exists to honor non-combat units whose sustained excellence directly supports operational readiness and national defense. This award is typically given to headquarters staffs, training commands, logistics centers, test and evaluation units, and other support organizations. These units may not engage in direct combat, but their work enables air and space operations through planning, sustainment, innovation, and execution. Eligibility is based on a defined period of outstanding organizational performance rather than a single event. The ribbon design reflects institutional excellence rather than combat. It consists of a red field symbolizing dedication and service, a central blue stripe representing air and space power, and narrow white stripes signifying integrity and professionalism. Additional awards are indicated by bronze or silver oak leaf clusters worn on the ribbon. This award is worn by all members assigned to the organization during the approved period. The Air Force Good Conduct Medal is awarded to enlisted airmen who demonstrate honorable and faithful service over a qualifying period without significant disciplinary infractions. It was established in 1963 to formally recognize consistent professionalism, discipline, and adherence to Air Force standards. This medal is exclusive to enlisted personnel and is not automatic. Airmen must complete the qualifying service period with a record reflecting good conduct, reliability, and accountability. The award emphasizes that sustained discipline and character are essential to mission success, even when individual actions are not publicly visible. The medal features the American bald eagle, symbolizing vigilance and authority, along with elements representing duty and fidelity. The ribbon has a light blue base associated with Air Force heritage, bordered by narrow dark blue, white, and red stripes that represent loyalty, integrity, and sacrifice. Subsequent awards are denoted by oak leaf clusters. The Air Force Good Conduct Medal honors consistency rather than a single achievement. It recognizes airmen whose professionalism forms the foundation of unit cohesion, readiness, and trust across the force. The Combat Readiness Medal is an Air Force-specific service medal that recognizes sustained individual readiness to perform combat or combat support missions. It was authorized on March 9, 1964, by the Secretary of the Air Force to acknowledge airmen whose duties require constant preparedness to employ weapon systems or respond to real-world operational taskings. This medal is awarded for sustained readiness over a qualifying period, not for a single mission or deployment. Eligible airmen typically serve in units assigned nuclear deterrence, missile operations, air defense alert, combat aviation, intelligence, or other roles where immediate response capability is mandatory. The award reflects long-term discipline, qualification maintenance, and continuous operational pressure. The medal design emphasizes global readiness and vigilance. It features stylized aerospace elements, symbolizing speed, alert status, and worldwide mission responsibility. The ribbon design is officially composed only of red and blue tones. It has a wide red center stripe, flanked by light blue stripes with thin dark blue stripes and red stripes at the outer edges. Red represents sacrifice and responsibility, while the blue shades reflect Air Force air power and constant readiness. Oak leaf clusters denote additional qualifying awards. The Combat Readiness Medal is often misunderstood as a deployment ribbon, but its purpose is different. It recognizes airmen who remain mission-ready every day, whether combat occurs or not, and whose careers are defined by continuous preparedness rather than isolated events. The Air and Space Expeditionary Service Ribbon is awarded to airmen and guardians who complete qualifying expeditionary duty away from their permanent duty station. It was officially created in June 2003 as the Air Force Expeditionary Service Ribbon, and it was made retroactive to October 1, 1999. Later, it was renamed the Air and Space Expeditionary Service Ribbon to include Space Force personnel. This ribbon recognizes real deployed service under official orders, usually in support of contingency operations and expeditionary missions. In most cases, eligibility requires 45 consecutive days or 90 non-consecutive days in a qualifying deployed status away from home station. And even though combat is not required for the basic ribbon, it still represents time spent operating under deployed conditions, often with long shifts, harsh environments, and non-stop mission pressure. Now, let us talk about the design, because this ribbon has a very specific pattern. The ribbon is made up of 11 stripes in a symmetrical layout. The light blue stripe in the center represents air and space power. Next to it are thin white stripes symbolizing integrity and service. Then come deep ultramarine blue stripes reflecting global reach and worldwide operations. You will also see Department of the Air Force yellow, which represents excellence and achievement. And on the outer edges, the ribbon includes scarlet and dark blue, representing the United States and the military tradition behind the mission. There is also an important device that can be added. A gold border may be authorized when the deployment involved designated combat conditions, such as direct support in a combat zone or qualifying hostile environments under official criteria. This border does not create a new ribbon. It simply highlights that the expeditionary service included combat-related exposure, and if someone earns this ribbon more than once, additional awards are shown using oak leaf clusters. The Air and Space Expeditionary Service ribbon is a symbol of modern Air and Space Force operations. It represents the ability to deploy fast, operate anywhere in the world, and keep the mission running far away from home station, no matter how difficult the conditions get. Air Force Overseas Ribbon Short Tour. The Air Force Overseas Ribbon Short Tour recognizes airmen who successfully complete officially designated short overseas assignments under Air Force assignment rules. It was authorized on October 12, 1980, to clearly separate demanding short tours from longer overseas postings. This ribbon is awarded when an airman completes a qualifying short tour outside the continental United States. These short tours are officially classified as short tours by Air Force policy, and they are often fixed-length assignments with strict tour requirements. Short tours are commonly unaccompanied, meaning the airman serves without dependents. These assignments can involve remote locations, limited family support, strict schedules, and high operational tempo. Even without combat, short tours can be physically and mentally demanding because the mission still runs nonstop and the expectations remain high. One of the most well-known examples of a short tour assignment is service in the Republic of Korea. Other short tour locations can include isolated or restricted overseas postings where dependents may not be authorized, depending on the base and current assignment policy. Now let's talk about the design, because the short tour ribbon is easy to identify. It features a dark blue center stripe with narrow broken white markings inside the center. That broken white detail is the key visual feature that separates the short tour ribbon from the long tour ribbon. The rest of the ribbon includes light blue and white stripes on the sides, representing Air Force Overseas Service. This ribbon is not a combat decoration. It recognizes adaptability, discipline, and successful completion of a challenging overseas mission. If an airman completes additional short tours, oak leaf clusters are worn on the ribbon to show multiple awards. Air Force Overseas Ribbon Long Tour. The Air Force Overseas Ribbon Long Tour recognizes airmen who complete extended overseas assignments officially classified as long tours. It was also authorized on October 12, 1980, alongside the short tour ribbon, to distinguish short overseas tours from long-term overseas service. This ribbon is awarded when an airman completes a qualifying long tour outside the continental United States under Air Force tour length rules. Long tours are typically multi-year assignments and can be accompanied, where family relocates with the airman, or unaccompanied, depending on the location and assignment conditions. Long tours are common in major strategic regions where the Air Force maintains a sustained presence, such as Europe and the Pacific. These assignments often involve long-term readiness, alliance support, and continuous mission contribution over years instead of months. Now, the design. The long tour ribbon has a solid dark blue center stripe with no broken white markings. That clean, uninterrupted center stripe is the easiest way to visually separate it from the short tour ribbon. The ribbon is bordered by light blue and white stripes on both sides, reflecting steady overseas service and long-term commitment. This ribbon does not require combat service. It recognizes endurance, stability, and long-term contribution to overseas Air Force missions. Additional long tours are shown using oak leaf clusters. The Air and Space Training Ribbon is awarded to airmen and guardians upon successful completion of initial accession training. It was established in 1980 to formally recognize the transition from civilian to fully trained member of the Air Force or Space Force. This ribbon is typically the first ribbon earned in an Air Force or Space Force career. It is awarded after completion of basic military training for enlisted personnel or commissioning programs for officers, followed by initial technical or specialty training when required. The ribbon design reflects that transformation. A bold red center stripe represents the challenge and intensity of military training. On either side of the red are wide dark blue stripes, symbolizing commitment to the Air Force and Space Force mission. Narrow yellow stripes sit next to the blue, representing achievement and progression. Thin, dark blue edges complete the official pattern. Oak leaf clusters may be worn to denote additional qualifying training achievements earned later in a career. Every airman and guardian wears this ribbon as a reminder of where their service began, the foundation upon which all future medals, missions, and responsibilities are built. The Small Arms Expert Marksmanship ribbon is awarded to airmen and guardians who demonstrate exceptional skill with small arms, achieving the expert level on Air Force-approved qualification courses. Established on January 1, 1963, this ribbon recognizes precision, discipline, and mastery that remain vital even in highly technical air and space operations. Eligibility requires Air Force personnel, active duty reserve, or Guard to qualify at the expert level on designated weapons, such as the M16 rifle or service handgun. A Bronze Service Star is added if the individual later achieves expert qualification on both rifle and handgun, reflecting mastery across multiple weapon systems. The ribbon design visually communicates its meaning. A wide laurel green center stripe represents excellence and proficiency in marksmanship. This is flanked by thin yellow stripes, symbolizing accuracy and achievement. Wide light blue edges frame the ribbon, representing the Air Force and Space Force identity and professional standards. Together, these colors emphasize technical skill, focus, and dedication. While often associated with security forces or combat support roles, the ribbon is worn by personnel across the air and space forces, reminding everyone that even in an age of advanced technology, individual skill and discipline practice remain essential. This award highlights the air and space ethos, precision, readiness, and excellence in every mission. Outstanding Airman of the Year ribbon. The Outstanding Airman of the Year ribbon is one of the most prestigious recognitions for enlisted Air Force personnel, established in 1968 and first awarded in 1970. It honors airmen selected through a competitive program for their superior leadership, professionalism, and contributions to mission success. Only the top performers from across the Air Force are chosen, making this award a mark of exceptional achievement. Eligibility extends to enlisted airmen nominated by their major command, field operating agency, or direct reporting unit. Nominees are evaluated on duty performance, community service, and overall impact on operational readiness. Those who make the final selection are recognized as role models for excellence within the Air Force. The ribbon itself features a light blue background, symbolizing the Air Force and Space Force identity, with a center white stripe for achievement, flanked by thin dark blue stripes representing loyalty and dedication, and thin red stripes at the edges highlighting valor and commitment. Bronze Service Stars denote airmen who are selected as one of the top 12 Outstanding Airmen of the Year, while oak leaf clusters indicate multiple selections over a career. Recipients include airmen who have distinguished themselves in operations, training, humanitarian missions, and leadership roles, exemplifying the core values of the Air Force: integrity, service, and excellence. Air and Space Recognition Ribbon. The Air and Space Recognition Ribbon, originally established as the Air Force Recognition Ribbon in 1980 and renamed in 2020, is awarded to airmen and guardians for formal recognition through special awards, such as trophies, plaques, or other significant achievements that are not covered by personal or unit decorations. This ribbon celebrates contributions that improve mission effectiveness, program management, training, or operational innovation. It is often awarded to individuals whose efforts, though not directly combat-related, significantly advance unit success or Air and Space Force objectives. The ribbon's design includes a predominantly light blue background representing the Air Force and Space Force, with a center red stripe symbolizing achievement and dedication. Thin white and red stripes near the edges add distinction, emphasizing the honor conferred. Oak leaf clusters indicate additional awards earned over a career. Recipients of this ribbon have included program managers, operations specialists, and technical experts whose contributions have had a lasting impact on training, operations, or innovation. It serves as a visible reminder that every mission relies on exceptional dedication and skill behind the scenes. Air and Space Longevity Service Award. The Air and Space Longevity Service Award recognizes continuous honorable service in the Air Force and Space Force. Established on November 25, 1957, it honors personnel who complete 4 years of creditable active duty or reserve service, with oak leaf clusters denoting additional 4-year periods. This award highlights the dedication, professionalism, and endurance required to support air and space missions over a sustained career. The ribbon features a deep ultramarine blue background with 4 equal stripes of grotto blue across the center. This combination symbolizes loyalty, long-term commitment, and the foundation of operational readiness. Each additional award is marked by an oak leaf cluster, allowing the ribbon to reflect cumulative years of service. Recipients include career airmen and guardians who have served in multiple assignments, deployments, and leadership roles. This ribbon acknowledges that behind every mission success lies the consistent dedication of experienced personnel maintaining high standards day after day. Citation. Example. For completing 4 years of honorable active duty or reserve service, demonstrating dedication, professionalism, and enduring commitment to the mission and values of the Air and Space Forces. Developmental Special Duty Ribbon. Developmental Special Duty Ribbon. The Developmental Special Duty Ribbon honors airmen and guardians who serve in critical specialized positions outside normal career tracks. Established as the Air Force Special Duty Ribbon on September 4, 2014, and renamed in November 2020, it recognizes service in positions such as military training instructor, first sergeant, recruiter, honor guard, and professional military education instructor. Eligibility requires successful completion of the qualifying special duty assignment, which demands specialized training, leadership, and mentorship. Multiple awards are represented with oak leaf clusters, highlighting repeated service in these essential roles. The ribbon's design is a multicolor pattern, a center white stripe bisected by a narrow ultramarine blue stripe, flanked by scarlet and silver gray stripes with ultramarine blue edges. This design reflects courage, service, and professional excellence in roles that directly shape the readiness and quality of the force. Notable recipients include instructors who train thousands of airmen, recruiters who expand a force, and first sergeants who maintain unit discipline and morale. This ribbon serves as a visible recognition of the vital contributions made behind the scenes, ensuring the Air and Space Forces remain mission-ready and professional. Thank you for watching and diving deep into every Air and Space medal and ribbon with us. Each one tells a story of courage, dedication, and excellence. From the Air Force Achievement Medal, recognizing the quiet heroes who keep missions running smoothly, to the Longevity Service Award, honoring years of steadfast service, and the Developmental Special Duty Ribbon, celebrating those who take on critical, specialized roles. Every ribbon and medal is a testament to commitment. If your grandpa, parent, or any family member served and earned any of these awards, share their story with us in the comments. They own the sky, and their service deserves to be remembered. Drop a comment if you spot any inaccuracies, want to add insights, or know of inspiring personal stories. Your contributions help keep this community accurate and meaningful. Stay tuned for more videos covering every U.S. military medal, ribbon, and decoration, with verified facts, authentic designs, and the incredible history behind them. Keep supporting And thank you for honoring the heroes behind every mission.